We do not have a choice on whether we do social media. The only question is how well you do it. Have you ever wondered the role of social media in your lives? The undeniable truth is that we do not have a choice. We do not have a choice whether we engage in social media or not because it is everywhere. From the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you get back to bed, it has engulfed our lives, no doubt. When I utter the word social media, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, maybe LinkedIn for people with professional careers. But these are just dire examples and they do not define the word social media. So let's get into a breakdown. A media or a medium is a method of communication, whereas being social translates to connect with people or to interact with people. So in layman's words, social media is a virtual route to interact with people. Done and dusted. The traits of social media are plenty. Some are triumphant and tactful, while some are terrible and tragic. We'll look into all of it. Firstly, social media is highly resourceful and quick in nature. I call social media very resourceful because it has enabled the common man the access to millions and millions of data. For example, let's talk about Sir Don Bradman, who's one of the greatest cricketers of all time the world has ever produced. We just know that he's a great player, but we do not know much about his records or stats or his style of play. Now consider a modern day great like Virat Kohli or a modern day legend like Virat Kohli. We do not just have access to the incredible stats that Virat has produced. We have the expert opinion of every single shot that Virat has played in his entire career. Adding to this, you even have access to the food diet that Kohli follows. And if you get into Virat's Instagram page, you can literally figure out his entire gym routine. This clearly proves that social media is a huge library of resources. I call social media quick in nature. I mentioned it was quick in nature. I'd like to share a real-time experience here. The state of Telangana was created on 2nd June 2014. The school textbook for the academic year 2014 and 15 were already printed by then. So the whole year I had to study that Hyderabad was the capital of Andhra Pradesh, whereas in ground reality, Hyderabad was the capital of Telangana. Only the following year did the books get updated. But the very next moment, after the government announced about such a happening, my man Wikipedia had already made a page called Telangana the state, and Hyderabad was Ajaz Jas's capital. And that with the speed of social media. This platform has enabled people to showcase their talents, and it has helped people who are in need. During the COVID times, it compensated for the voidness of communication and updates. Just by looking at the handy resources and the quick nature of social media, we drop our jaws to this technological advancement. But ladies and gentlemen, do we use social media only for this? In my opinion, sometimes it is not what you use, but how you use. Social media has altered our lifestyle and it has influenced our thoughts in principle. Let's talk about a scene that happens very often these days. You go to a restaurant with a teenager. You go over there, order the food. The waiter brings the food. It's on your table. You do not start eating. The teenager picks out their phone, clicks, adds a few filters, finds a trendy song which matches the image, puts it in social media, and now you're good to go. Go back 50 years in time. What do you think people did before they started eating? They prayed. They thanked God. They thanked the farmer who cultivated the crops. They thanked the bull which helped the farmer to plow the field. We are descendants of such people. And look at us, where are we? Social media has turned the art of living into an act of performance. I'm stressing this right again. Social media, go on. Social media has turned the art of living into an act of performance. There's an age-old Tamil saying which says, "Un nanban yaar endru sol, nee yaar endru solgireen." So that translates to English like, show me who your friends are, I'll tell you what your thoughts are. And I think this quote needs a modification right now. Show me the pages you follow on social media, I'll tell you what your thoughts are. Right? Social media has altered our lives. It has, people have lost the originality of thought. That's what I wanted to mention about here. And up next, the originality of thought is missed, and then I just stopped speaking for 7 seconds. I see you all getting restless and impatient already, right? You know who the reason behind this is? My man, social media. A study research says that people get impatient and restless when there is a delay of more than 7 seconds, when the internet is slow and the screen is loading for more than 7 seconds, people get restless. Our grandparents, they waited a whole week. They waited a whole week to listen to their favorite regional songs in Doordarshan for 30 minutes. A whole week for 30 minutes. And we are here getting impatient and restless over a delay of barely 7 seconds. Isn't this a true catastrophe of the human mind? I'm posing this question again, people out here. Isn't this a true catastrophe of the human mind? You may ask, okay, Lakshith, what's the solution? Put the attributes aside. What do we do now? Look, the same knife that a murderer used to kill a person was also used by Venkatesh Bhatt to become India's top chef. The same aviation technology that fueled the crash in the Twin Towers is now helping to put man on space. The same metal which is being used in a bullet is also used to make a medical equipment which helps to pluck out the bullet from the human body. The same applies to social media as well. There is negative influence, there is positive influence, but we make sure that we take in only the positive influence. How do we do that? By starting to use social media in a productive way. Now come on, so many people have come up to us and told, start using social media in a productive way. But have you noticed, none of them ever tell you what's the first step towards starting to use social media in a productive way? Well, I've got you covered there. There are two methods. The first one is an additive method. For example, I play the guitar actually. So for me to abide by the additive method, I have to go to my social media accounts, start following pages which post more about guitar covers, guitar tutorials. So I'm exposed to more of guitar content, which automatically improves my guitar skill. But at the same time, I'm definitely going to be following a few meme pages, a few pages which post entertainment clip videos. These memes and these entertainment clip videos are going to pull out the productivity from my social media. And this problem brings us to the second method, which I call the subtractive method or the social media detox, my friends. According to my social media detox, once every month, get into your Instagram page or any of your social media page. Look at all of the accounts that you've been following. Analyze whether these pages are helping out to my productivity. If you see that that page is not helping out your productivity, take it out of the list. By doing this, you create more space for the productive content to come and occupy. So the distractions reduce, the concentration increases, which automatically means growth. In conclusion, the influence is mandatory. The influence is definitely there. But you make sure that you decide how you get influenced by the social media. By doing this, you're going to be way ahead of the people by you in the path of life in success.